All right, so now what we're going to be doing is some T-bar rows. This is going to be chest supported, so it's going to be perfect. This is a lot different to my one at my gym. So I'm going to feel it more in the mid back, not really going to hit the upper back as much, but I'm going to try as much. So I'm going to flare up my shoulder, my elbows as much as possible. I'm using the straps as well. I do recommend using straps because, you know, it takes your forearms out of it. And if you want a bigger back, well, you really got to focus on the stronger muscle. The weaker muscle is going to be the one that gives up first. Just keep that in mind. All right, so we're going to just do a filler set. Already done a couple warm-up sets. Going to go with 40 kilos here and try this. See how this goes. That's really all you want to do, you know. You don't need to go to a point where you're going to exhaust yourself. Just a few reps, get that feel, get your body primed in, get that movement pattern down, and then chuck on a little bit more weight, see how it feels, see how everything feels, and keep going from there. And we'll start. All right, so 50 kilos, I decided going for 9 reps. I think last time I got 8 reps when I was here. So 9 reps is the goal. So let's go. I was like 10, but I was a bit rough at the end, so I'll still put 9 down. Let's go. All right, so next few sets, got 40 kilos. So we're gonna do 40 kilos on the second set and then 40 on the third set. Going for as many reps as possible. That way next week, now I have the numbers down, I can see exactly where I'm at and I can aim for that extra rep. That's what it's all about. So let's get it. Oh. Whew. Almost there. And then we'll move on. But it's good. So far, so good. All right, so third set coming up. I'm focusing on form, right? I don't want to slack on the form. I want to keep the form the same. That way next week when I come in, I do the exact same form. I get 1 extra rep. That means I'm making progress, slow and steady. You want to focus on the quality of the rep. Over time, you watch, it will start accumulating and you'll start to see that results start coming through. I used to just throw weights around, and you can still build mass. It's just that the quality of the mass or the quality of the actual progress isn't going to be the best. It might take you longer. And it's just safer this way. So third set, as many reps as possible. I'm going to go for 13, 14. One more, come on. Now, I go to that level. I've been doing this for years. So I don't expect you, if you're starting out, to go to this type of intensity. But you want to work your way up to it, because this is where results come. When you step out of a comfort zone, when you do the opposite of what everyone else is doing in the gym, right? You go hard at it each set, each workout, each day. You keep up with your food, you get good rest. You don't go out with things that are just not going to benefit you in life. Drinking wise, I stopped drinking last year, 2 years ago actually. But a little bit, depends, different occasions. If you're going out for dinner, a little bit of a drink is not too bad, but going in clubs and stuff, don't even bother, honestly. Waste of time. All right, so up next is going to be the seated, what is it? It's a seated row, that's right. Keep filming, doesn't matter. Yeah, it's a seated row, okay. So we've got the chest supported seated row. And, I'm gonna get this in, see what it's like. Quick warm up. Okay, that's just a warm up. 3 sets, it's good. Always remember, fill a set first. So I already did one with the 20s. I chucked on some more weight, did another filler set, that's 3 reps. And then I'll probably put on just maybe 5 kilos on each side, and we'll go for our actual working set. This working set, you want to go to complete failure, good quality reps, and just push yourself to the limit. Push yourself that extra 3 reps, extra 5 reps, and just watch the results come in, right? Focus on the inputs, and the outcome will be determined on the inputs. So let's go. All right, so I want you to pay close attention on my form and how far I go to my limits. You don't need to completely replicate this, like I said, but go and push yourself beyond your limit. Let's go. If you can't talk after your set, then that's how far you need to go. If you're talking right after your set, give me a second. If you're talking right after your set, and you've got to analyze what the hell is going on. Excuse my language, but you need to analyze what's going on and assess that right away, because you're going to be slacking on the results. The results aren't going to show. But yeah, you want to actually feel like you're actually, working, hard. Simple. All right, so second set, I got 10 reps on the first set. That 11th rep, I'm not going to count. And be honest with yourself too. After every set, was it good enough? Did the reps actually count? And if they didn't, don't add that in, and that way you can beat that next time, right? Don't take away the ego and just focus on the quality of each set, each rep. All right, so we'll get this one. Right side first. All right, so I rested the weight at the bottom, 5 seconds, get another rep. Resting, 3, 2. All right, so those reps, you don't need to always do. Sometimes I just add them in to add extra intensity to, well, this is going to add to extra growth over time. Just go hard at it, each set, just go hard. Good form, good quality, focus on that. All right, so third exercise of the workout, I'm going to do assisted pull-ups. And this one, just a few tips on this one. So you want to stick your chest up. You want to contract your shoulders back and down as you push your chest up. And keep that same form the entire way, right? You want to pull with your elbows. You don't want to pull with your wrist. You want to pull with your elbows and just picture like you're really trying to touch your elbows together. Another way, if you want to focus, I've been doing this and it helps me, is to close your eyes and focus on the connection of the muscle. it's like mind-muscle connection, right? This is how you can do it. You close your eyes and you think of how the muscle's working when it's squeezing together. That way you can get a better mind-muscle connection with that muscle. And then, you know, on top of progressive overload and just doing quality reps, progress will come. Just stick with it. All right, feel the set. Just gonna do a couple reps. Get the movement pattern down. Get my body set for this exercise. Yeah, so I'll go a little bit lighter. So this is assisted, so I go as light as I can, get closer to more my body weight, and then just rep it out. But with good quality, like I always teach, good quality, good form, and go to complete failure. Let's go. So if you noticed, I had my thumb over the bar. I tried putting it under to see the difference. I've heard people say it's going to work your back more, and I do feel it working my back more when you have your thumb over. For some reason, it takes the bicep out, which is good. So it feels good. All right, so 2 sets on the assisted pull-ups. I'm gonna go for as many reps as possible. I got about 12 on the last one. I'm gonna go for a 12. Just gonna rep it out. Just go hard. Just go hard on each set. Just, you gotta go hard. Just go hard. If you can just go hard on each set, I'm gonna keep saying this to you because I'm gonna ingrain this into your mind. Like, go hard in each set. I see a lot of guys and they don't push themselves. Why do you think they look the way they think? Why do you think they look the way they are? But the reason you're watching this and the reason you're still watching this is because you have determination within you, right? You're consistent. Work ethic, make sure you stay on top of that. All right, so if you're wondering what I'm using to track all my stuff, there's a link in the description, and I'm telling you, this is going to transform your physique. And I'm not just saying that just for a sales technique or anything like that. I made it for you for free, so go down into the link, go get it today. It's going to help you track your weights, your reps, your sets. It's a progressive overload sheet, so make sure you use it. And I've also got a video in there that explains how to use it. And if you're not sure, just DM me and I'll reach out to you. Okay. But for now, we've got fourth exercise, and we're going to be doing some cable rows. 2 sets on this. Go to complete failure each set. And like I said, you don't always need to do 3 or 4 sets or even 5 sets. I don't know how many. I used to do like 6, 8 sets sometimes on an exercise, and that was too much. And I wasn't focusing on going to failure. I was just repping it out. But when you go to this amount of intensity, you could do 1 set. You can do 2 sets, and that's it. And then next exercise, because you've hit it hard, and you can go to the next exercise. That way, you also don't need to be in here for so long. I used to train for like 5 hours a day. Anyway, that's another story. All right. Okay, so first set, I've already done a filler set. So I jumped up the weight. Now I'm going to go do a working set, go to complete failure, and you want to really focus on the squeeze. You want to, as far back as you can, and there'll be a little bit of momentum on this machine because it's not chest supported, but as much as possible, push with your legs, and just be as static as possible, and just really stretch, get the full stretch, and then come in and squeeze. So let's go. Quality reps too. Remember that. Well, let's see. All right, that last rep, I'm not counting the last rep. I got to look over as well, footage. Sometimes if you just film yourself, I know that's not always accessible, but if you can, go look over your form, see how you went over that, analyze it, and just fix it up. It's a journey. You know, you need to take your time with this. It's a journey, but within the journey, there's progress. There's a lot of failures. You're going to find a lot of failures, but be creative. Find your way, but just work hard at it. All right, second set. I am, yeah, let's get it. Second set. So those last reps, I'm not counting, but I've taken it to like complete failure, so that way I can benefit from the growth. So if I back up maybe a few reps before that, that's going to be my actual reps. That's just an added, just doing some little partials at the end. You don't always have to do that. But if you're only gonna be doing 1 or 2 sets per exercise, may as well go to that point, but still keep good form. I don't have this written down on my sheets, but I'm gonna add this in. I'm gonna do 1 set to complete failure. I'm gonna go all out, and that's it. So 1 set, that's all you need. You know, sometimes you can add in a drop set, that's completely fine. Sometimes I do that, but I never count it. I never count it as like progress because it's a drop set. It's hard to determine what the actual progress is on that. So I always do actual sets. So if I'm gonna do 1 or 2 sets, then I count those. If I do a drop set, it's just for a, like extra stimulus really. Keep up with your water, I'm telling you. Make your workouts heaps better. 2-liter bottles, just get 1, fill it up twice a day. 4 liters, done. Simple. All right, let's go. Yeah, so I'm telling you, rear delts are fried right now, but like I've done so much for the back. 1 set was enough. Right now we're gonna hit some biceps. All right, so first exercise for the biceps is gonna be machine preacher curl. And I'm just gonna show you 1 set so I don't bore you with all, what is it, like 1 to 6 sets altogether, because it's gonna be 1 set on the left, 1 set on the right. Altogether, I'm doing 3 sets per side. So I'll show you one, show you the way, the form, technique, and how far I go to failure. All right, let's go. Yeah, that was good. Like, you don't want to go too far with the bicep. Depends on your insertions and how you feel with that set. But you don't want to go too far because you don't want to get a tear. But that's why I go full range of motion, good quality reps, and go to a point where you know that you did enough. Previous exercise, excuse me, that was 2 sets per side. I went to complete failure on 2 sets per side. So for this one, we're going to be doing dumbbell alternating curls. Standing, I'm going to try and keep the form as perfect as possible. If there's a little bit momentum, it's all right. not too much. You don't want to, you know, take the actual bicep out of play for this. So I did a few filler sets with the 12.5s, 15s. I'm going to do 17.5. We'll give that a go. All right, so dumbbell curls. We've got, just putting it in right now, 20 kilos for the first set. And I'm going to go for as many reps as possible. Oh, I'm also using straps. It's completely fine. Like, use the straps. It's fine, honestly. If you want to build your forearms, just isolate it separately. Ooh, our song's playing. Babe, our song's playing. Nothing feels better. Oosh. 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 All right, so this is just a filler set. Like I say, doesn't matter if you hit biceps, you know, on the previous set or previous exercise, you still want to do the same movement pattern, and it's a different exercise. So I always do a filler set. This is how you prevent injuries in the long term, right? Because this is a journey. You don't just get a good physique within months. So take your time. Okay. So I do maybe like 2 more sets, working my way up to my actual working set, and then I'll go from there. and then do 2 working sets to complete failure. And then that's about it for today. This one's tough. Too heavy, too heavy. Yeah, sometimes, you got to assess that. That was too heavy. I could feel the reps are off. So I'm going to drop the weight for the second set, keep the weight the same for the next workout. So on my first set for my next workout, it's just going to be lighter. Yeah. All right, so second set, I'm going to go 27.5. We're going to do that. We're going to go for as many reps as possible. I'm just going to copy this, put this into here. And whatever I get, I'm just going to write it in here. So I'll probably aim for about, maybe 15 reps. That's about it. Back and biceps are all done. I add just some hamstring work at the end because I only hit legs once a week. If you have some good genetics with the legs, then you could probably only hit it once a week. But if you go hard at something, you don't need to hit it like as often. Legs I see as hitting it once a week, and I just do some little accessories on my posterior chain. So because I'm working back, I'm also going to hit the posterior chain. So I'm going to hit the hamstrings. Too much information there. But we're going to do 3 sets on this. Same form, same technique as everything else. Slow control on the eccentric, and on the concentric you want to explode with power, but you also want to control it and really like contract that muscle. You don't want to just go through the motion. You want to actually feel like it's working. And I'm going to keep preaching this to you. Let me know, do I actually have legs? I'm not sure, they look small to me, so we'll see. Crazy? I'm not crazy. But see, that's one thing as well. Be grateful for the fact that you can train. You have 2 legs, you have 2 arms. And knowing where you came from before, you know, if you were out of shape, skinny boy, and now look at you. You're making it, you've got new goals, new visions, you've got a better purpose in life. So just be grateful for that. And just keep going. Go hard at it. All right, so like I said, if you want to track all your progress, I've made something just for you. You can go just in the description below and click on that link, and it will take you to a page where you just copy the sheet. You put it onto your own sheets. Just download the app Sheets, and you can also watch the video, the Loom video. And also, if you're just looking to get coached or anything like that, just DM me, just message me what you'd like, and we can get you started. But yeah.